Hi guys, it's Monica. I have had a couple of questions and requests to do a video just on my Retin A use, how I use my Retin A, and also another question on fillers. So I'm going to try to address those two questions in this video and talk just about my Retin A use basically. So what I've been doing is at night after I wash my face, and I usually put niacinamide on. I let that dry, but usually pretty quickly, and it depends when I come home. If it's like 8 or 9 o'clock, it depends on when I do my routine, but I will typically go in and I do one night with my 0.05% Retin A, the second night with my 0.1% Retin A, the third night off. That is typically what my routine is, and currently I am using this is my first prescription. I did get a script from my dermatologist for my Retin A, so I did go to a dermatologist. I did get a prescription for it, and he had given me the first prescription for the 0.05%, which I had ordered from a Canadian pharmacy, and at the time I'd gotten 3 tubes of it, and this is my last tube of it. I had traded one. I think I mentioned I bartered with my hairdresser with one of them, and I used one up. And then he gave me another prescription for the 0.1%, and I had that filled in an overseas pharmacy. The prices of Retin A is just outrageous in the States, as many of you know. It's almost unaffordable. So I had that filled, and what I've been doing is on the night, whatever night it is, I take a little tiny bit of my Retin A, and I'm going to just actually, now that's actually probably, hoping you can kind of see that little gobber of it. So I will take my Retin A, I will take my Bee Venom Cream, and I am either going to dip some in and mix it in, or I'm going to dab this onto my head. Now typically we'll do my forehead, a little on my nose. I will go here, here, and here, and then typically anything left over I very gently go on my upper lip. I have like these, I don't know what you call them, those wrinkle thingies on the upper lip coming. So that's typically what I do, is I pat it on. Now if I've mixed it with my Bee Venom Cream together, then that's fine, I'll put it all on. But other than that, I am going to take a very generous, and I do mean generous, typically this is what I do, and I put this all over my skin. I pat it in, and then I gently, and I use the word rub, but I'm very, very careful on how I am rubbing my skin, so to speak. I usually tap and very gently massage it in. The Bee Venom Cream stings like unbelievable, and so I will put it in sometimes my face turns red immediately, and sometimes the stinging happens immediately. Other times it's not so bad, but typically it'll sting for a good couple of minutes, 2, maybe 3, and I'm jumping around, I'm fanning my face, and I'm usually singing "The Bees Are Stinging Tonight" and Jay cracks up. But that's typically all I do, is I put my Bee Venom Cream, either mix it with the Retin A in the palm of my hand, or apply it immediately afterwards. Now I know I'm probably diluting the Retin A, but for me that is what's working. I do this with my 0.05 and my 0.1, and then on my third night I just might do my rosehip seed oil and then my Bee Venom, but my third night is my night off. I am also doing, and I just started this, so I'm not really going to speak to it being a great thing yet because I don't really know. But I ended up buying, on my last order of my Retin A, I ended up getting a 0.025%, and it arrived, and so I was taking my week dose of the 0.05, and I was trying to bring it up closer to where my crow's feet are on the corner of my eyes without really getting into my eyes, because I really see a lot of my wrinkles there and I want to try to work that area, and I was really concerned that it would be too strong for that delicate skin. So I've been mixing the 0.025, which is the weakest dose, putting that on there with a very rich kind of like eye cream, not my Bee Venom Cream up that close, and I've been just going a little bit closer to this area than I ever have in the past. I also, if I have some left over, I've been going under my eyebrow. So I have noticed that I have very bad hooded eyes, and if you look at my eyes before I started this journey, you'll see a big difference in my lids. So I don't know whether it's my Retin A, because I do believe the Retin A does cause some lifting of that, but I'm not positive. But I normally bring my Retin A down to my brow, into my brow, and over the course of time between the Retin A and perhaps my collagen and my serums and all the things I've been doing for my skin, I've noticed that in this last year, my hoods have improved dramatically. I mean, they're still there. I still have hooded lids, but they've improved dramatically. So I'm really happy with that completely. And so I'm thinking with this 0.025, I might go a little bit further down in my eyes, but this is just the very beginning stage. But that's really how I do it. I mix it in the palm of my hands with my Bee Venom Cream, and I buy the dupe of the Bee Venom Cream. I've talked about this in the past. I buy this at, and I'm hoping this is going to pick up, but I basically buy this at TJ Maxx. This is the Lanacorp. This is the Bee Venom face mask. I leave it on all night long. I do not rinse it off. I don't use it as a mask. I just apply it and leave it. And I think that I really like it. It's made a big difference. I can feel that it's really turned my skin around. So my Retin A is really very, very easy. I use it 2 nights, 1 night off. And I only obviously use it at night, and I'm very careful with my sunblock. So the other question that I've had from a couple of viewers is, have I had fillers, or would I, if I haven't, would I consider fillers or any kind of a surgical procedure? So I'm 63, and I'm not liking the jowls I have, and I'm not liking the massive wrinkles that I'm getting or have under my eyes, but for 63, I think my skin is okay. I think I'm doing pretty well with my skincare routine, I should say, that I have. I am intrigued by fillers, but I don't know that it will have them. I am going back to my dermatologist. I do have to have a little spot checked here, and he's going to check the little cancer thing that he removed last year. And I want to talk to him about my veins. I've talked about having my veins zapped, but I am a chicken. Haven't done it yet, but that would be the only thing that I think I would consider in the immediate future to have that zapped. Other than that, I think I'm going to continue on with my Retin A, with my skincare, because it's made big changes to me. So I hope that answers your questions. I get product all over my hands. I really, really think my routine for my Retin A is working for me, and I'm very, very pleased with that. And it's a simple routine, a very cheap cream. I bargain hunt for my Retin A. The prices in the States are crazy, so I took a risk. I went to a Canadian pharmacy, and I went to another overseas pharmacy, which is in India, and I'm very, very pleased with the service I've got so far. However, I strongly recommend that you do your own research. Everyone's skin is different. Everyone has different skin tones, different reactions, different experiences, and there's a lot of counterfeit drugs out there. There's a lot of issues, so do your own research if you're going to buy any kind of drugs or medication or anything like that from anything overseas. That's my 10 cents, and I don't know if it's going to be worth 10 cents to you, but that's what my routine is. And thank you so much for the questions. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Leave me a comment, thumbs up the video. I truly, truly appreciate your support. Bye, guys.